Hi guys, it's the golden hour or something like that. I'm here in Ventura, the home of the spirit of Ventura. I just got 4/5 of the way through the latest video from The Rest is Science, and I have an email that I'm working on in my head for an invention that I am in the process of making. The invention is going to be called the Spirit of Ventura, but that's like the Spirit of St. Louis, and except the Ventura version. And it's a flying machine, has 4 big AIR-O-WRINGs or Windspurs, depending on how you want to describe it. It's the future of aviation, to put it briefly, but explaining it is not going to be brief because it's something that I've had in my head for a long time, thinking about it, and my life is kind of in rough shape right now because I can't stop believing that this thing's going to work and it's going to change the world. So it's definitely a fluid dynamics question. So Hannah, get your memory warmed up about how wetted surface applies to the portion of the wing if the wing is traveling in a ring, in a circular pattern. So what you have is like a swimming pool, like a kiddie swimming pool or a doughboy, an above ground pool. And you might have to edit that part out, but that's a brand name, I think. So imagine an above ground pool with another above ground pool placed inside that. Concentric swimming pools that are circles. Let's say they're both 4 foot high, and the outside above ground swimming pool is 15 feet across, so 15-foot diameter, 4 foot high. Then Steve Mould just made a video that I saw today that had spinning masses, and I was taking some screen grabs because my skill with computers is non-existent, but I have a phone that does videos, so I'm doing that. But the idea is these swimming pools just represent the thought experiment. Now you transform those in your mind real quick into like titanium or steel, stainless steel, maybe carbon fiber. And now the bottoms of both swimming pools, in your mind you go blink, and the bottoms have been removed. Then on the inside of the inner like hoop of titanium that's similar to a kid's pool. The inner swimming pool is about 10-foot diameter. So you've got a 15-foot pool with a 10-foot pool inside of it. Maybe it's got to be 9. I'd love it all to line up with Fibonacci sequences or ratios, but let's not do that right now. So you spin these in opposite directions, and they're held on a track, and they draw air between the two of them, because remember, there's no floors on these swimming pools. These big spinning metal cassettes. And so you basically take a quadcopter, all these VTOLs, all these vertical takeoff and landing things that I keep seeing advertised or promoted, but not really flying with the authority and confidence and familiarity of a helicopter. There's like some helicopters that pilots that do some fancy shooting, kind of flying incredible directions and ways. So the idea is we all want to be traveling, we all want to get somewhere else, we all want to go fast getting there, and preferably enjoy the view if that's possible, and not have this like thundering loud thing, you know, rattling our brain as we go. And so these pools are spinning opposite directions. Each of them has some vanes along their margin, like the margin between the two of them facing each other. So there's like 3 on the inside pool and 5 on the outside pool, and they spin in opposite directions on little tracks or races. Then they use axial flux motors built into the cassette. So now instead of saying swimming pools, I'll say cassettes. So these cassettes are traveling in opposite directions, and they have a graduated incline that makes the curve like nearly straight on, and then at the bottom it's almost 90 degrees straight down. I only have the 2 hands, so I'm gonna have to practice this a little bit. So you've got one going this way, one going that way, and the air gets swept between them, pulled between them, and compressed out the bottom. So you're taking air from above this big ring, putting it down below. So it would work with water, it would work with air, and I've got some tiny little models and some really bad drawings, and my vision is to get like $1 billion to try to make these things fly. The shipping container changed the world, and so will the spirit of Ventura. Now, later versions of this will have different cassettes lower in the airflow path that baffle and contour the compressed air into a combustion chamber, allowing you to inject like aerated fuel and basically create a jet with a big hole through the middle of it, and 2 sets of, not turbines, because we want to eliminate the rhythm of current aviation ethos, and we want to get the air coming through like this, and ideally it's like this. Anyhow, that's just the beginning, and I haven't seen anybody trying to do it, and I'm trying to do it, and it's kind of wrecking my life to try to do it alone. So first question is, could you take a look at this? Could you do some computer graphics, some modeling of it? And I gotta keep these little doggies safe. Okay.